cries about everything, and it pisses me off because how am I supposed to take you seriously as a rapper, let alone in a rap beef, when every time something happens to you, you run and pick the sassiest meme you could find as a response.
So you were scrolling on Twitter today.
Uh-huh.
And tell me what you found.
That boy Drake, he's back at it with the shenanigans.
Okay.
So do you want to just talk about the lawsuit, or do you want to talk about the stream?
All right, they're
both trending, by the way.
Let's start off with the streaming before we get into the lawsuit.
Okay. So basically Drake got on a streaming platform and he was doing like subtle little jabs.
Okay.
The Weeknd came on and he was like, "Oh, we don't play that over here."
Okay.
Steve Lacy came on and he said he's a not a futile, but like, he's a sensitive op, basically.
A fragile op. Yeah.
He's a fragile op. And he said, if you want to come after me, you got to come after me with facts. It's got to be facts. Also, we saw his bald spot.
What, they say he going bald because of Ozempic?
I think the Ozempic really hitting him. And I'm only saying that because Ozempic has proven that it causes your face to droop. It causes
your ass to droop.
Your butt to droop. It causes hair loss.
Yeah.
It's being used like candy and not what it's made for. And Drake shows obvious signs. Either way,
okay,
all of that happened. And then a couple hours later, word gets out that Drake has filed suit against UGM, which is Universal Music, right? He filed suit against them for basically putting Not Like Us on Payola and botting the song up, giving it more streams than what it actually had, and saying that the song wasn't as big as it came off as. So they hyped up the song to encourage his loss of the rap battle.
Okay. All right. So obviously, there's a lot we got to decode there, right? There's a lot we got to talk about. And let's talk about the stream first. Obviously, I don't knock streaming, right? I think it's, even with Kai Cenat, I think it's really, really impressive what people are doing with streaming nowadays.
It's come a long way.
It's come a long way. And, even though I don't watch it, I don't really care for it. Like, I appreciate it for what it is, right?
Right.
But I did see some of that Drake stream, right? And yeah, man, his personality, we should have known going in. He wasn't going, he wasn't going,
he wasn't going to, yeah.
And not to, there's like a stigma there's a stigma around being black with black men that you got to be hard, you got to be this, you got to be that, and whatever. And that's not necessarily what I'm asking from Drake. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I can say, like,
hey,
he's definitely not in touch with any type of culture.
No.
You get what I'm saying? Being this from Canada. So that's all I'm really going to say about the stream, right? It's just like, just go look at how soft this man is, and then you'll see exactly why
he's very sensitive. A lot of things, he tries to shrug it off as if he don't care, but then it
eats him alive. Knowing his personality, this shit eats him alive.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the reason why he cut his hair off is because they probably hit him with the...
He probably got tired of the braids.
What is it, the braids?
Yeah. He probably got real tired of that. I mean, and then afterwards, he was doing the Smino hairstyle. He was still putting bubbles on his braids, and...
It just wasn't hitting.
Yeah, like, dude, what are you doing? Like, I haven't wore bubbles since I was 4.
And to speak to that, right, I remember during the midst of the beef, right?
Right.
Remember, we were talking, I was like, I think the worst thing that Drake can do, especially as a rapper, especially doing a rap beef, is file a lawsuit. I don't give a fuck what the lawsuit is for, whether it's for defamation, whether it's because of botting of this, that, and the third, all that shouldn't matter. A cease and desist because
cease and desist.
The like that record. You know what I mean?
Desist.
Cease and what?
Desist.
Yeah, whatever. Cease, desist, assist, whatever. I don't care. You can't be running to basically the police as a rapper saying like, "Oh my, I really had the bigger song." But
it was definitely very caring of him. His true colors really came out because, one, rappers that lose rap beefs,
man, you just take your L and walk away, bro.
They take it on the chin and they walk away. But this dude, he just can't walk away. Like, you're only digging the hole for yourself. Did you see he's also hosting a show in Australia the day of the Super Bowl?
And how's that gonna work out?
I don't know, but you gotta leave the country.
Yeah, and it's funny, right? Because during the midst of the rap beef, right? And I know there's probably gonna be a bunch of dudes that's gonna come underneath this carpet talking about he's glazing Kendrick Lamar or whatever. I'm not trying to.
I'm not slopping this man's meat.
No, hear me out. They can put whatever they want to put, right? But on the rap loft, right? We're gonna talk about rap and what's really going on. But when it comes to rap, and this is for like all the dudes, right, that want to be a rapper. Here's what's important. With rap, you have to have a home base, right? That's very important. Like, we're from Texas, right? So, Sauce Walker, Travis Scott,
Name some OGs.
Meg Thee Stallion,
Name some OGs.
UGK, Paul Wall, Zero, people like that, right? Your home base is Texas. You go to Atlanta, you get the Playboy Cardis, the fucking, who else is from Atlanta? Is Gucci Mane from Atlanta? Future.
Gucci Mane.
Yeah, you know, the Atlanta rappers.
Migos.
I'm not necessarily saying that to be a successful rapper, you need to be from one of those places.
But you got to have a city in your corner.
You have to have a home base to defend you, to go home to cater to.
I don't like that you name those cities.
Or even in Glorilla from what? Is it Memphis?
I'm from Memphis. What you know about me?
You know what I'm saying? So
no, fuck that. I don't like that you mentioned home bases and didn't mention New Orleans or Baton Rouge.
Lil Wayne, Boosie,
Kevin Gates.
What's that one that just went to jail?
NBA
YoungBoy. See, they all have their home bases,
and we gonna ride for them.
Now, if we're talking facts here,
what is
this dude is from Canada.
Toronto.
Toronto.
But okay.
And I'm not saying that Toronto ain't like they.
Yeah, but if we're being fair and we're talking honestly, his home base would be Toronto because they ride for Drake and they love Drake. But in the same breath, he don't ride for them the way they ride for him. You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
he loves Atlanta, and you would practically think this nigga was from Atlanta.
Yeah, you can't listen, bro. If I'm gonna pick a beef with somebody,
it's not gonna be a nigga from Compton.
I'm not gonna pick no beef with no nigga from Compton, bro.
Not a one that's riding around with bruds. Bro. Nobody that's riding around with a gang member.
It's bad enough that it's a West Side rapper, right?
It's bad enough.
But then we talking about this nigga actually grew up in Compton.
This nigga does push-ups to oldies. He's sick. He's sick.
He's sick of the head.
I keep seeing that meme that like Drake really battled with a mentally ill nigga and lost. Like, yeah, this nigga's really sick, brother. I don't know why you picked him of all people to go against.
Yeah. And I think, and then, you know, that video came out and we saw Drake's lifestyle. You get what I'm saying?
Of him walking around the mansion?
No, it wasn't his mansion. It was like the home that he grew up in. It was like, Mom, did you get me the sandwich? Oh, can you cut the crust off the sandwich? And he showed us he had his own room.
No, I knew this nigga never struggled when he opened that fridge and it was full.
Like, bro, let me tell you something.
It took a while for us to get a full fridge, brother.
Bro, I used to have to grow up. I eat rice with ketchup. As some days I didn't eat. You get what I'm saying? Listen, I ain't gonna sit on my high horse and try to figure out who's black or nothing like that. I'm just saying, bro.
I will.
I'm not gonna like you.
No, deadass.
You don't have a struggle. You get what I'm saying?
He doesn't have a struggle, and it makes it very. I'm not a Drake hater, and I'm not a Kendrick Lazer.
Yeah.
But I will say, like, it kind of makes it hard to like you when you claim all these struggles.
Yeah.
And there's no proof of you ever having a struggle.
And before we move on, I just want to say this, right? Before y'all hop in here and be like, oh, like y'all just really hating Drake. No. There's a few Drakes by project. Take care. You can't see it. It's right up here on the wall, right? I think this is one of the greatest Drake albums, or hell, even rap albums of all time. I'll put it right there too so y'all can see. So no, it's not that I'm just hating on Drake. I feel like Drake does have some good projects, but yeah, dude lost. So the second thing that we have to address now is, so now we have to talk about the whole streaming part, right? Or specifically what the lawsuit is about. If Drake is going to come after Kendrick Lamar, he also need to go after every other musical artist, to include Taylor Swift and everybody in their fucking mama, for buying streams and botting and using using Spotify in a way to like boost your streams, right? You remember at one fucking point, I just put on like rap caviar, whatever it is,
Yeah.
on just let me see what's hot. Every other song
We didn't
was
know
fucking
who
Drake.
even- Oh yeah, we did.
Do you remember that?
Yeah,
so
that was
like
a sick time.
the abuse of streaming and playlists and this, that, and the third, that's also a thing that needs to be addressed.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that he's gonna come on here and cry because he feels as if was it UMG? UGM, they were botting up Kendrick views so that he can lose the beef. It's a whole bunch of bullshit, bro.
I think it's more like, nigga, we was really bumping that shit.
Yeah.
We was really bumping that shit. You remember how every time it would come on, I'd be like, you better not touch the fucking radio.
And then the thing is, I think what Drake need to understand is that, all right, you know how like Kanye West fans, right?
Mm-hmm.
They ride or die for that nigga. Even with Vultures 2, of course we're going to talk our shit about Vultures 2 or whatever, but like,
I thought it was gold.
yeah, he can say anti-Semitic things.
I didn't
he can
hear him
say
say it.
this, he can say that.
I didn't see him do anything.
Exactly. You know what I mean? He need to realize that Kendrick Lamar fans are deep rooted. There isn't a bad Kendrick Lamar albums, and Kendrick Lamar fans like he might think. I think Drake going into this thing didn't think Kendrick was as big as he was.
Cap.
Even if he
That's
had
cap.
less numbers, all of his
I
fans
think-
are so damn loyal.
I think Drake thought, because I'm on such a global scale,
it translated.
it's going to translate no matter what. It's going to do great for me no matter what.
No,
And
that's not how rap works, brother.
That's not how rap works. He thought because he like Kendrick, he said it.
Mm-hmm.
You might be Mike, but I'm Prince, nigga, and I was just as big. So I think he thought that like, because I'm the Michael Jackson of rap,
Right.
I
If
can do
you're a
whatever.
true rap fan, you're gonna like Kendrick Lamar. And I'm not saying that you can't like Drake. You can like
Yeah.
Drake too. But if you truly appreciate rap as a art form,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna listen, love, and enjoy Kendrick Lamar.
I think the substance is just there. It's something for me to always think about.
And even when Drake was at his peak, we were still talking, having conversations
About Kendrick.
about Drake and whether or not he is the number one and his future and his albums and this, that, and the third. Even when he was at the top, we were still tearing him down. Kendrick Lamar is the top right now, and there is no tearing this nigga down because there isn't another
I think
rapper
it's more along the lines of like, we
that
don't
comes close.
He don't even give a fuck if you
Who?
say Kendrick.
No, he don't give a damn.
He won't address shit. You could say all the negative shit you want. He's not gonna address it unless it's in a song.
Yeah.
Whereas every time you say something about Drake,
Yeah.
here go this nigga on IG stories with a sassy ass meme. I'm tired of it, bruh. No, I'm ready to hate. This nigga's a bitch. He cries about everything, and it pisses me off because how am I supposed to take you seriously as a rapper, let alone in a rap beef, when every time something happens to you, you run and pick the sassiest meme you could find
Yeah.
as a response? Get a grip, my brother. It's depressing. It's really sickening
Yeah.
to sit here and talk about two artists, one who clearly has the drive and the motivation and the need.
the talent.
He has the
raw
talent.
talent.
And I'm going to say it. Drake almost spawned into rap. He almost spawned into rap because he was doing really
He
well
was
on.
an industry plant before industry plant was a thing.
Yeah, like he almost spawned, if you think about it.
Yeah.
He was doing really well on Degrassi.
Yeah.
And out of nowhere, he was a rapper.
Yeah.
He almost spawned into this. Whereas Kendrick, like, he had always been around, even before when we were kids.
Yeah.
He had always been around, whether he was rapping or not. It was more of a, I have to rap because I have to get out of this
My
situation.
situation, yeah.
And you can't feel it with Drake. Like, dude, from the time you came out, you was on a TV show
Yeah.
and you had stardom. Kendrick was still like in the streets.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think it's just a different level of I think I can appreciate Kendrick a little more because I see that you struggled and I hear it in your lyrics. Whereas Drake is always talking about, my parents' divorce is on me. What did you do? You split these two adults up?
Yeah, we got bigger problems than that.
Divorce? Our parents didn't even get fucking married. Like you
We
are
bastard babies for
We're
real.
bastard babies, bro. Like we are really project babies, and you're complaining about your parents' divorce. I wish my parents would have got married so I could have at least known what a happy home was.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah.
I need to say the shit for my own podcast. Let me go ahead and plug myself. I need therapy by rant.
But just to finish us off, right?
Oh yeah, wrap this shit up.
I had said, as I said a long time ago that this would be the most pathetic, soft thing that Drake could do. and it's coming to fruition because his feelings
He
are
can't
hurt.
get his feelings out of the fucking way like a little bitch. But let me tell you something. He ain't got the bullocks. I'm sorry.
he ain't got the bullocks. Hey, if y'all can figure out what TV show was just watching, just drop it in the comments.
Why did he attack Steve Lacy? What was the point? And Steve Lacy over here playing like so anxious on a post talking about who want to be my fragile op next.
Anyways, check out this video next, or whenever I post it, of talking how Drake could possibly make a comeback in a rap.